I think it's about time that we put some respect on Drew McIntyre's name. We're talking about a man who is at the absolute top of his game. The best heel in WWE right now, arguably in all of professional wrestling. A legitimate main event star who checks every single box. And yet you still see people online questioning if Drew belongs in the top conversations. Today, we are going deep. We are going to break all the dreams of everyone talking nonsense about Drew McIntyre. We're going to talk his heel run, his main event consistency, why he's a first ballot Hall of Famer already, and why he might just be the most reliable talent in the WWE across NXT, AAA, TNA, and the main roster. And by the way, this is not just talking about today. We're talking the last 5 years of top tier storytelling. The matches that made other talent look like $1,000,000. And what's next for the Scottish Warrior? Drew McIntyre's story is almost written out of a fiction novel. He came in as Vince McMahon's chosen one. He got humbled, got laughed at in 3MB, was released from WWE, completely reinvented himself on the indies and in Impact, and came back looking like a damn action figure. If you have never seen his 45-minute promo back in ICW over in Scotland after his release, you have to go check that out. And here's the thing. Not many wrestlers come back better than when they left. Drew didn't just come back better, he came back world championship level material. Physique, ring work, promo game, all elevated. This reinvention made him bulletproof in a way WWE knows if they give him something, he will run with it and make it feel big. A lot of people think the current heel hierarchy is dominated by guys like Gunther, a heel version of Roman Reigns, and even Dirty Dominic Mysterio. But quietly, Drew might be the purest heel in the company right now. Why? Because he's not trying to be cool. He's not desperate for cheers. He's kind of embracing the smug, entitled, violent side of his character, and it works perfectly. Look at the way he talks down to the audience. It's cold, it's calculated, not over the top. The way he dismantles opponents, it's very clean, it's pretty brutal, and it's an easy way to get the level of heat needed to make the face look really good. And the best part, Drew can turn face tomorrow and exactly this character works perfect on the other side. Now that's range. Now let's break it down for the main event side of things. Why is Drew McIntyre main event caliber? Look, Drew looks like a guy you can put on the poster. Mic skills, he can talk fans into the building, and arguably he can talk fans out of the building. Ring skills, he can work with anyone from Seth Rollins to Sheamus to Brock Lesnar to Dominic Mysterio. I'm pretty sure if Perry Saturn was still around, he could wrestle a broom. Reliability, rarely injured, minus the time after Hell in a Cell, and Drew always delivers. It doesn't matter if he's trying to put over other talent like Logan Paul, or if he's having that final match, that blow-off feud against the likes of CM Punk. WWE has very few guys they can count on at this level. Night in, night out, Drew's one of them. When you give him the ball, he never fumbles. It's actually amazing to see that this guy for 5 straight years has been carrying parts or if not the entire company on his back. Now, let's run it over to why is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? I know some people might say it's early to throw around Hall of Famer talk, but honestly, if Drew McIntyre retired tomorrow, he's already done enough. 2-time WWE champion, 1-time world champion, 1-time NXT champion, TNA world champion, WWE Intercontinental champion, Raw Tag Team champion, 31st Triple Crown champion. Yes, I'm reading them off to the side because there is a lot on this man's resume already. Guess what else this man has done? Man carried the company during the no fans pandemic era, the hardest era in wrestling history. Delivered classics at Clash at the Castle, the Royal Rumble, and Hell in a Cell, plus many more that I'm probably forgetting. When you think of superstars, who left it all in the ring every single night? Drew McIntyre is that guy. His resume seriously speaks for itself. One of the biggest strengths is something that casual fans might not even notice. He makes everyone he works with look better. Whether it's giving Sheamus a war, letting Jey Uso get huge moments, or putting Damian Priest over in a meaningful way, Drew plays the long game in every feud he's asked to participate in. Look at this past year's SummerSlam, where he had to team up with Logan Paul, arguably, outside of professional wrestling, the type of person he doesn't enjoy being in the wrestling business, but he put his big boy pants on and made Logan and everyone else, including Jelly Roll, look phenomenal in that match. That's why the locker room respects him. That's why creative trusts him. When Drew is in your feud, your stock rises. Logan can attest to that. Drew has been in top stories for over the last 5 years. Let's just run through the last three. 2022, Clash at the Castle, arguably the biggest UK wrestling moment of the modern era. Feuds with Roman Reigns that felt legitimately like big fight nights in boxing or the UFC. Hard-hitting trilogy with Sheamus that gave us match of the year contenders, and then arguably the feud with Gunther was an absolute war. Take it back to 2024 and one of the best storylines in all of professional wrestling with his feud against CM Punk culminating at the Hell in a Cell match. Drew's been in or around the biggest, most talked about WWE matches for 5 straight years. That's not a coincidence. That's the company trusting someone in their creative skills and their in-ring work. So my biggest question is, where does Drew go from here? Some fans want him back in the world title picture ASAP. Some want to see him finally take out Roman Reigns, and some are happy with his current path. Drew McIntyre doesn't necessarily need a title. He can just go out and destroy everyone. Personally, I would like to see Drew finally get a W at Clash at the Castle and take that title off Cody Rhodes and be the true vicious heel champion he could be. No matter what you want to see Drew do in the future, Drew McIntyre is the conversation. He's not just a top guy, he's the guy you can build a year or two of programming around. So the next time someone tries to downplay Drew McIntyre's spot in WWE, remind them of this. Top of his game, best heel in the company, main event status, first ballot Hall of Famer, and the man who has quietly carried more weight for this company than almost anyone in the last 5 years. And that's putting him up next to Roman Reigns. So at the end of the day, respect the name. Anyways, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.